Piston House Garage. I am here today. We're going to be working on my neighbor's car. She has a 2011 Ford Escape V6 3-liter, and she had a quote done to do spark plugs, intake manifold gasket, valve cover gaskets, oil pan gasket. Basically, she's having some oil leak, whatever. So she wanted a second opinion. Well, her quote was $2,500 to do spark plugs, valve cover gaskets, oil pan gasket, intake manifold gasket, all the motor mounts. It's like, wow, it was a lot of money for that. So I told her, this is what we do. This is what I'm about here on Piston House Garage, is trying to save people money, show them a little bit about how to fix some of their own stuff and really look into it. But after looking at the vehicle, there's no leak from the valve cover gaskets. There's no reason to replace the valve cover gaskets. There's no oil leaking from the top side of the engine. I looked it over pretty carefully. There's no signs of leak at the valve cover gasket. So I told her, I said, I wouldn't even recommend doing that. What I did see is the oil pan gaskets leaking, and possibly the drive shaft, the front drive axle seal could potentially be leaking. I'll have to check that when I get in there more. But anyways, today we're going to do a general tune-up. We're going to start with spark plugs and intake manifold gaskets, because you do have to take the intake manifold off to get to the back spark plugs. So let's dive right in. That's where we're at. And at the end of this, hopefully we can show you how much money we saved by doing it that way.
Yeah, it looks a lot better, honestly.
Yeah. Try to get this air filter out. It's pretty dirty. I think we're gonna need a new air filter here. It's probably time. Just a little bit of leaves, and yeah, I would, ooh. Ew. I would replace the air filter. It's time. We got some leaves and junk in her. Disconnect. It'll sense door. You can see this guy right there is what I was loosening. Yep, right there. But anyways, to change the spark plugs, you got to take that manifold off. So we're almost there. And this looks pretty good. A little dirty in here. I'm gonna clean that up just a little bit. But now we got access to all 6 spark plugs, so we can get those changed out. All right. You certainly don't want anything falling into your engine. So I am going to take some paper towels here and just plug these holes. You don't want anything, any debris falling down in there. Be sure and leave you a tail. You don't want to shove it in so far you can't get it out. But I'm gonna just kind of plug these holes so that way nothing falls down in there. That rubber is real good. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's a good sign. Take a look. If it'll focus. 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 There it is. Oh yeah. See, it's pitted pretty bad. The diode in the center, or anode, or electrode, or ode something, right there in the center is almost gone. So definitely was time for some spark plugs. But that's good. We're gonna take care of. NGK V-Power going in. Woo, looks much better. These are pre-gapped, but I did check them. 8.5 foot-pounds approximately on the spark plugs. right here. Oh, and look, it included a new gasket for that thing. That side thing we had to take off. That's cool. Intake manifold bolts, and we're gonna follow an inside out pattern. It calls for 89 inch-pounds, and then I've got my torque wrench already set to 89 inch-pounds here, and then it calls for an eighth of a turn after that. So we're gonna start here, get this to 89, first step. There's 89 inch-pounds on that one. right, so we finished the intake manifold gaskets and spark plugs. Took just about 2 hours. Here's the start. Check engine lights off. Pressure's up. I already drove it around the block and everything feels good. Here's the code reader just to zero codes found, just like I got it. Read codes, 0 codes. I am readiness. Everything's okay. Catalyst NA, that's normal because it doesn't have that. Evap system is okay. Catalyst monitor okay. Oxygen sensor okay. EGR system okay. Misfire, no misfire. Fuel system good. Comp component good. Alright, everything sounds good, looks good. So we got the intake manifold and gaskets, and next we'll be doing oil pan. Thanks for watching. Later.